Carolina pulled a page out of Taylor Swift's book and are trying to re-record the season with Cam Newton under center. Hopefully Cam plays like he's 22 versus the quarterback we know all too well from the end of last season. Otherwise, he'll have you seeing red. That being said, with buys, with injuries, a lot of people are needing quarterbacks to start this week. So I've got 3 guys who are my top options for streaming quarterbacks this week. Let's jump right in. Up first is Tua Tagovailoa. He's only played in 4 complete games this season, but in those games, he's averaging 257 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. The Dolphins are throwing the ball a ton. He's averaging 38 pass attempts per game, and he's averaging over 20 points per game in those games, which is good enough for a top 10 quarterback. Shout out to Heath Cummings of CBS Sports for bringing that to my attention. What I also love about Tua is the matchup he has this week, going up against a New York Jets defense that struggled against the pass. They allow the 5th most passing yards, the 4th highest completion percentage, the 2nd most yards per attempt, and they are allowing the highest quarterback rating to opposing quarterbacks. Up next is probably the most handsome quarterback in the NFL, Jimmy Garoppolo. He's been hot over his last 3 games. He's averaging 277 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. He's the quarterback 4 in points per game, and it hasn't been easy matchups as well. Although Chicago's in the middle of the road when it comes to points per game allowed for the quarterback position, both Arizona and the Rams are 28th and 24th respectively. And last but not least is the man himself, Mr. Cam Newton, going up against a Washington football team defense that struggled against the pass so far this season. They've allowed the 6th most passing yards, the 4th best QBR, 2nd most passing touchdowns, and they are allowing the most points per game to opposing quarterbacks. If I had to rank these 3 players in the order that I would want to start them, Tua Tagovailoa would be first, followed by Cam Newton, and then Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, Jimmy G has played well over the past 3 games, but so is his opponent, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Defense has really turned it on as of late. They're back-to-back games coming off of not allowing a passing touchdown to both Carson Wentz and, more impressively, Josh Allen. They've actually allowed the 2nd fewest passing touchdowns in the NFL so far this season. Now, Cam Newton, I do like. He should have a pretty safe floor, but honestly, this is his first game back. He did play, he had 2 touchdowns last week, but this is going to be his first full game as a starter. 2 weeks ago, he was on the couch eating cereal. He said it himself. So I do expect some growing pains, but he should offer a pretty safe floor with his rushing upside. And going up against the Washington defense, that is a great matchup. He does have potential for a big day. It's just, I want to see it before I fully trust it. And then the reason I like Tua Tagovailoa the most is he's been playing well. He's got a great matchup. Both of those things, Jimmy G's got one, Cam Newton has the other. Tua's got them both. So with that being said, if you're looking for a quarterback, these are my 3 top options. That's my take on streaming quarterbacks in Week 11. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to Front Yard Fantasy on YouTube.